Hey, welcome back to CJ's DIY channel. Today I am going to take a look at these Harbor Freight bimetal hole saws and see how good they are. This is about, let's see, I used a 20% coupon. I think it's regularly a little over $30, $33 or something like that with a coupon. I think I paid $27, $28, something like that. So I don't know if they're any good or not. I've never used them. So we're going to see just how well they cut. I'm going to cut through some metal and just see how well they actually work. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay, so the case, it's just a cheap plastic case. The one thing I can see already that I'm not going to like is the clips here. Just a little bit of pressure and it unhooks itself. So if you press down on that, it pops out. So those are really flimsy. I mean, I like the fact that it come in a case. At least that way you can keep it together, and that way you don't lose them, that kind of thing. But I mean, the case itself. The case itself is really not all that bad, but I would prefer better style clips just so it would stay shut. Okay, so. Doesn't look too bad. So we're gonna, looks like we got, it's a 14-piece set ranging from 3/4 inch up to 2.5 inch. And so it's a decent range of holes, probably for your DIY guy or gal that is just working in their house or in a little shop, whatever the case might be around the house. This will probably be enough, for what you need around the house. I think for the most part, this is going to satisfy my needs. It's a decent range of sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up on my drill press and drill some holes and see how it drills. Okay, this is 1/8 inch plate right here that I'm going to drill through, and I'm using the 1.5 inch hole saw is what I'm using to see how that's going to cut through it. Okay, well, so far that's very disappointing. I haven't even got down to the hole saw yet. The drill bit that for the pilot hole that came with it is really not even sharp enough to drill through this 1/8 inch plate. Now it did come with another drill bit So I'm going to switch that out and see if that makes a difference. But this one clearly is not sharp at all. And if you will notice, I am using cutting wool, so I gave it every chance that that it could have to drill through that. So very disappointing. Well, that one did absolutely no better. I still haven't gotten through the 1/8 inch plate yet. That's very disappointing. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming off of it, but even with cutting wool, these 2 drill bits that came with it won't even cut through an 1/8 inch plate. So very disappointing. I guess I could step up to the larger, or I could just take this drill bit out. We'll try the 3rd drill bit and see what it does. So the 3rd one won't do it either. It was actually getting red hot. That is amazing. All 3 of the bits that came with this, pilot bits, will not even go through. So I'm going to have to use some other bits to put on here. I don't have any of these type like this that have the, you know, the milled off shank on them. Wow. And I mean, just in case you're wondering, I mean, this is a well, let me get the box here. It's a bimetal. It says right here clearly 4 metal, 4 wood, or plastic. So you know, I mean, it can't even drill through 1/8 inch plate. That's very disappointing. I'm sure they would have drilled through wood, but again, I mean, you know, if it's supposed to drill through metal, you would expect it to do so. It's not like I'm trying to go through 1/2 inch metal or something like that. I mean, this is just 1/8 inch plate, so very disappointing. So I'm going to try to get just a regular drill bit that I have to use as a pilot and try that just so we can see how the hole saw itself works. Okay, so what I had to do is pre-drill the pilot hole. None of the bits that I had would stay in that chuck well enough none of the bits that I had would stay in the chuck. The only bit I had that that would drill through it is sharp enough is my stepper bit. And but so what I'm going to do now is, since I've got the pilot hole drilled, is go ahead and put the regular drill bit back in it, and so we can see if this hole saw will work or not. I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of confidence at this point. With the pilot bits so bad, it's hard to imagine if the hole saws are going to be any better, but maybe they will be. If they are, if the hole saw's any good, then I can just go get me some pilot bits, some good pilot bits for this kit, which I know kind of defeats the purpose, but when you're already out 30 bucks, you know, what are you going to do, right? Okay, so what do I think? Well, the hole saw did actually cut through, and I think the hole saws are going to be somewhat okay to use. I say that because my drill press was my limiting factor when I finally got down to where I could use the hole saw. My drill press is a small drill press, doesn't have much power, so I had to take it very slow, otherwise it would stop the drill press. Other than that, it actually drilled all the way through. You can see that it did. What I'm extremely disappointed with is the pilot bits. All 3 pilot bits that came with the kit would not drill through an 1/8 inch plate. So very disappointing on that. Like I said, I mean, you know, it is salvageable. I can go buy some good pilot bits that have the milled out shank and replace these with some good ones, and then that should, you know, make a halfway decent kit. Overall, my opinion of this hole saw kit is not very good, to be honest. I mean, if the pilot bits were even just mediocre, because to be honest, I think the hole saws are going to just be mediocre. I don't think, you know, they're going to be anything wonderful. I think they'll, you know, maybe get me by, but when the pilot bits are not even as good as the hole saws, that really puts a damper on it for me. I honestly don't even think it was probably worth the 30 bucks or less than 30 bucks that I spent for it with a coupon. So that's my take on that. If you like this video, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.